Howdy, howdy, everyone! Welcome back to the long night. We have all the animals are here and none of the people. Truly
Damn.
tragic, truly tragic, truly a tragic scene. Anyways, how's everybody doing tonight? How are all y'all doing tonight?
I'm alive.
God, I feel that.
I'm feeling like Garfield today, I'll say that.
Yeah, I got a 10 out of 10 vibes. I'm feeling like madness today. Feeling like madness is the answer today. Hey, Coffee, how you doing? Feeling like we might see some people split off from the party today. But who knows?
Who knows?
That's
Barrett,
the
I'm looking at
beauty of-
you.
What?
You're known to be a loose cannon ferret. Clearly, I feel like you're.
Oh
suspect
yeah, no,
number
for
one.
sure. I'm totally the one that has left the party before.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely not Oh god, welcome Raiders.
Raid incoming.
Wee woo,
We Oh god, improv. We definitely didn't know you were coming. How's everybody doing? Raid from the little clouds. Clang?
Oh my god.
Clang? Get the cloud disperser. I'm kidding. Hey, Chaos Nocturnal, thanks for the follow. Sky, thanks for the raid, as always. How's everybody doing?
Sky T rated?
The
one
Sky
that I-
T rated us?
The one that I follow on TikTok?
Exactly. How'd that fight feel, PT? Not as good as the one that they're gonna deal with tonight's gonna feel, Kit Kat.
Oh no.
Let me tell you, we're in my territory now. Hey Toko, how does it normally go for the party when I start the stream angry? Just if you want to fill them in on that. Weirdo Crazy Wine, Shadow Ray. I can't pronounce that. I'm so sorry. Thanks for the follows, y'all. Welcome in, everyone. Yeah, Flam made me angry, and now all of you get to suffer the consequences.
That's not fair.
I think it's fair.
Never feed him after.
I think it is not.
I think it is.
Oh,
But
well.
who cares what I think?
Now being a DM, I can
Never feed 'em
say
after
that it is
midnight.
totally fair.
Yeah! Yeah!
You would punish your D&D party for something somebody else did to you? That's so rude.
Absolutely.
I'm not playing in either of your all's games anymore. I'm leaving.
No.
Goodbye.
No.
Then stuff. Oh, she actually left. Bye. Anyways,
No,
everybody say hi to TikTok.
Hi, TikTok.
We're live right now playing some D&D. We got all these fun characters. We got a cool map. We got another cool... I really just have 2 screens full of map. Live on Twitch, link in bio. Come check us out. We're live.
I'm gonna go chug some soda real quick. I'll be right
You're gonna go chug some soda? Why?
Yeah, because I'm...
Hey,
I wanna
Tired
be-
Artist
I wanna be
Galaxy.
hyped up.
Tired Artist Galaxy Pup, thanks for the follows. Everybody's saying hi TikTok in the chat. This is funnier when you can see my face, isn't it? It really is. We said hi to TikTok, and then we're gonna get started. And I'm gonna inflict maximum emotional damage tonight. Because I pulled out my DM guide. So, just so you guys know, in case I forget to do session prep, I have a guide of all of the things I can do to fix the session and make it fun for the players. And as you'll see here on the first page, it just says in big letters, make them suffer. And then on
Wow.
page 2, it just says random encounter tables.
Wow.
No, actually,
Really?
there's a whole section in his book just titled Trauma. That
There
the,
is. That's later though. I don't show chat that. Matt is in a coma. Not actually. Matt is working right now, but Gwen is in a coma for the duration of this chaos. Anyways, let's introduce our characters and get those D100 rolls. So our first person is Gwen, but Gwen is not here right now. So our first person tonight is Mayada de Omelia, played by.
Hey, Ali Echoes, what up?
And then we have Jigzog, played by.
Me, Dingo Dongo. Hi.
We have Squall Estuary, played by.
It's me, the Sky T, unable to connect to Foundry. Very exciting.
Yeah, me too.
I need
So
to-
just link is just straight up not.
Okay. I can
No,
fix that.
I got the link. It just didn't work.
Yeah, I can fix that. I also have to turn hardware acceleration back on, so that'll take a moment.
That also affects it. This is very sad.
Yes. Yes, it does. Try the... There we go. Okay. There is the link for people. Should hopefully work.
Isn't
I'm about to start my commute home, so it'll be 45 minutes. Ugh. Oof, and I don't have meme material because you're not here. You can make memes without Gwaine being here. Can't you? Hi, Gwaine. Says it's like being in a meeting. Rip. Ellie is very quiet. Okay, I can turn Ellie up. And last but not least, because I think we skipped him, we have played by
Me, Gentleman Ferret.
perfect, ideal. Alrighty. Yep. Did that new link work? I see people moving around.
Yes, I got it.
Okay, give me those D100
Okay.
rolls.
Hold on. Let me get rid of the one that's. I pinned one of them. That is.
I made
not...
a D100. Oh, that's wonderful.
Wow. Okay, Clang, you're going. Tell us what happened last time.
All right. Let me get up my notes
Oh my goodness.
because I'm pretty sure I did actually take notes last time.
Well, that'd be good considering you're doing the description.
Yes, that would be great. I did not. Okay, so we were at the at Gwaine's uncle Gwaine's little tent thing of the mean nasty boys, and we were taking them on because we were actually under the impression that them being elves, that my Kikamori screech would do nothing to them, but then we also figured out that wasn't the case. So we ended up fighting them a bunch, and then eventually I did scream. A lot of stuff went down. Gwaine and Jigzog went down twice.
Yeah.
After I saved them with health potions the first time. A giant fireball came through the roof of the tent that we were in, and they went down yet again. And I'm not sure what injuries. Jigzog, did you have
Never
any
beat 'em after
like
midnight.
big injuries from that, like lasting ones? Because I know Gwaine has
I got,
nerve
like,
damage now.
Jigzog was
I have, like,
burned beyond recognition.
Burn scars, but
Oh right.
Okay,
I
so
don't have.
for Puppy 3000, first off, thanks for the follow. Second, how D&D works, for those who don't know how D&D work in chat, is it's a collaborative storytelling game where I, the dungeon master, make up literally everything except for the players. And then the players, who are all of these wonderful people that you can see over here in this direction, they play within the world, and to interact with the world, they either role play or they make a variety of dice rolls, and that's how they interact with the world. I think that's a good enough description of D&D.
Yeah, that was pretty solid.
It's improv with dice.
Yes. That is the best way to put it.
Yes.
Link in there that I just posted. If it's from D&D itself, that will also give you, or actually it's Sherlock, somebody else, but how to play Dungeons and Dragons. And there's even another one that's 6 minutes that I'll put in the. Want to look at it later.
So yeah, after we murdered a bunch of elves, we left and we got what happened? Squall got a thought. Squall got a thought sent to them, and it was to return to our home base of the Inquisition, because Outruit was being attacked or something along those lines.
Mm-hmm. That about sums it up.
Outruit is the place that we started out the campaign, by the way, for those of you that are new. And,
Yes.
we left Outruit for the missions we're currently on, but are now being told to return.
Yes.
Yep.
So Eltrit is this city down here. This is Eltrit. It is the Water Ganassi capital. Our party started here. They went off to this side of the island and went to a little town called Duick. After they got done with Duick, they went back to Eltrit, and they sailed all the way up here to a little town near Chiles. And then they traveled up to the north side of the continent, and then a little bit west, and then now they are heading south again. I know.
Or are we?
Well, I am.
That's, yeah, I
Are we
mean,
going- are we
that's
gonna
up to
go get
y'all.
Gwaine fixed.
Well, we have to. So our ship is still down at Chiles.
Yeah.
Or the city near there. So, in order to get back, we have to go down there. So, yes. Long story short, we're gonna have to go by the druids, or the
Yes. Your ship is
whatever that magical place was.
your ship is currently in the town of Noble Mills Wharf.
Which isn't on the map.
No, it is not. But I can put it on the map because I have a drawing tool.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
What a magical guy.
A little circle.
Bet you it's right there.
No.
Over there.
It's right there.
Oh, okay.
now, see, we've given Ferret too much power now that he knows how to put
Now that I
things
know
on the
how to
map and
erase
delete
it.
them.
Yeah.
I can. The fun thing is though, I can take away his ability to put things on the map.
This is
Uh-oh.
us.
I hate you. Anyways, you guys were waking up from making camp, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are waking up and having breakfast. What are you talking about?
Maya's not talking. She's
Clang's
sitting in
gonna
a corner.
turn to Gwaine because Clang doesn't know that Gwain's unconscious quite yet, and he's just gonna go. Gwaine, are you thinking of going?
When you turn to Gwaine, you see that Gwaine is like curled up, still in his sleeping bag, just shivering, with the burns visibly bright red.
Ooh. Hey, healing cat lady, Maya. Gwaine's not looking too good.
What do you mean? What's going? What?
He's like
What-
shaking over here, and he's not responding to me, which I think is kind of rude. But I guess I think he's in rough condition.
So Maya was like staring off into space, so she snaps out of it, walks over there, and says, "Let me take a look at this burn victim."
All right, roll
Have you
me.
considered he was maybe just giving you like the silent treatment?
No, I didn't think he was mad at me. Are
So
you
What-
giving me the silent treatment right now?
he just continues to shiver. Maya, give me a medicine check to assess the damage.
Okay. Because I think I have lesser restoration that I could use on him for this, but okay. So I would have to go to a save then, or conditions, or utility.
It's a skill.
Okay. Give the dyslexic a chance. There it is. I found it normal.
That's honestly such a mood, though.
Okay, I got a 26.
Damn, go off, I guess.
So when you walk up and you kind of just like pull back the sleeping bag, you can see that Gwaine is covered in 2nd and 3rd degree burns over about 90% of his body.
Oh, jeez, he could die actually.
From the burns on the areas of skin that he still has left, you can see tendrils of red creeping up his veins. And he is very clearly running a fever. His eyes are half open, but all you can see are the whites of his eyes.
So he's giving me the silent treatment, isn't he?
Yeah.
So
pissed
Maya's
him
gonna
off.
look over and be like, definitely is, but not for the reasons you think. He's just, he needs to rest, and we also need to. I'm gonna try to perform some stabilizing measures on him because this ain't good. Because this is actually could be a condition that's very deadly. So could I perform lesser restoration on him to get rid of some of that?
The
Or-
lesser restoration could probably get rid of his fever, but it wouldn't stop the burns. They're too bad for a lesser restoration to take care of.
I I want to get rid of his fever because that will help him get some much needed sleep. So I'm gonna cast that. I mean, just knowing from my actual IRL basic medical knowledge, we should get his fever down. That's always good.
Yep.
So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna cast that on him real quick. Where?
It'd be under spells.
Yeah. Like I said, very tired today, so give me just a little bit longer to find things. Eye's not working too well. Okay,
There it is.
so
Alright, yep. So, you see, as you cast Lesser Restoration, you see that the veins, the trailing veins of infection, kind of just retreat until he's just left with the burns. And he
Yeah,
kind of begins to
Tylenol.
sleep a little more restfully.
can I go and look for, since this is, I know this is where I'm from, can I go find some medical plants in the area to help, like pollutants? The, like, you know, good Vaseline to help with his burns. Can I get that real quick?
Just to be clear, you want to walk out into the woods?
Around our camp. I guess I could go search in the woods, but I'd ask someone to come with me.
Sure, give me a perception check.
Okay.
And remember that these knights are on your heels.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll be looking for them as well.
Does Maya still have advantage in this area?
It wasn't an advantage, it was a +2.
Oh, +2.
And it was to look for a specific type of plant. Oh no, they described all the plants to you. Yep. Roll
Yeah,
roll nature with a +2.
Okay.
While you do that,
I just-
Squall, what are you
can I-
doing?
Can I just add +2 to it normally? Because I don't know how to.
I'll just
So
add,
situation-
yeah, I'm just gonna add +2 to it.
I think I did it.
Oof.
Well, I'm taking someone with me. I am taking
I-
someone with me.
Yeah, could I help her out to give her advantage, or also?
I need someone to come with me. I need to. There's some plants in this area that could actually really help him. So when we move him, it won't be really hard on Gwaine. Can someone come with me?
Yes.
I guess I'll help you.
Yeah,
I'll
you
come
got
along.
you can roll it again if they're helping you and you're describing the plants to them.
I will use my control water to keep some cold water on his face to try and keep the heat fever down, you know.
So his fever is gone. The lesser
because of the
restoration
lesser
fixed
restoration.
fixed his fever.
Jesus, I have an 8.
Now all he has is the burns, which just as a
Well,
straight
the
up
water would
medical thing, do not put cold water on burns, anyone.
Yep, it's really
normal
bad.
water.
Not even.
Yeah.
Just don't put water on it at all. I would not put any water on it.
Yeah.
So his
If
skin
anybody
is
ever
open.
gets a bad burn, if
Yeah.
you put water on it, you put warm water on it.
Yeah, if you have to.
If you have to.
would want it
Otherwise,
dry.
just put something very dry on it.
Yeah.
Or you
so
can
I
jump
would,
in really hot water, and then all of your pain will go away.
Jeez.
So Maya will walk up to
Okay,
Squall and be like,
I
"You
won't
just
do
actually put-"
anything.
Let's go up to Squall. Why don't you just rebandage him? Let's change his bandages, and I'll go with Clang.
I don't think we ever bandaged him to begin with.
Well, then why not? Let's bandage this man. Do you need to show you how, or do you have some?
No, I
experience?
think I am capable of doing bandages.
I was just asking. You know, some people just wind him up like a mummy. You got to make sure it's not too tight, because then you'll cut off circulation and actually cause more pressure on the skin that is
So-
needed.
We're gonna implement a new house rule today, y'all.
Yeah.
If you take a half hour to do something, you don't have to roll for it. It just automatically takes 10 plus your modifier. And that'll be your roll.
Okay.
How do people feel about that?
I don't understand
Sure.
that really.
So
What
if
do
you
mean
take
10, like-
So you can roll to find the plant and you rolled a 7, right? But if you
Uh-huh.
take a half hour to find the plant, it'll automatically be a 15.
Okay, I'd rather do that. Yeah.
Same thing as Squall could roll medicine to try and bandage Gwaine quickly, or just take time with, because the reason I came up with this homebrew rule is your characters should have at least a basic amount of competency.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with that.
So like Clang trying to pick a lock quickly could go wrong. Clang trying to pick a lock over a long period of time should be something Clang's able to do.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go look for these plants.
Hey Maya, as you're making whatever you're making for Gwaine, I would also like to watch you make it.
Yeah, sure. Why don't you come over here, little bird friend? So I instruct him on like a Vaseline, basically, like a healing Vaseline that creates a barrier from the outside, so nothing gets in and infects Gwaine.
So you're taking a flat 15?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. You find a plant that you're pretty sure has the properties that you want, based on what the druids told you.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not exactly sure how to take the sap and turn it into a poultice.
Okay. Should I? So I'm pretty sure I know how it works. How
Mhm.
much? How confident in it? Okay. Well, I could. You know what I'll do? I'll make it and we'll apply it to the area and see if it does its job. If not, then I wouldn't want to risk it too much. And I'd probably do it on a place that's only like a first or second degree burn, something that's not too terrible.
Okay.
See if
And
it works.
Squall, while they're out looking for these plants and kind of mixing this up, you're bandaging Gwaine.
Yeah.
Jigzog, what are you up to?
How far away are we from Shenung?
Probably
Less
pretty
than
close.
Less than a
Yeah.
day's walk.
Okay. I'm gonna find a stick and I'm gonna just do some drawings in the dirt around me of little bit of ancestral drawings from home.
PT, I don't think my character sheet is up to date. I think I can fix it though.
You are
Oh.
right. Your sheet is not up to date.
Okay.
Because you guys all leveled last time.
Yeah.
It's okay, I'm taking care of it.
Okay.
Yeah, it seemed like there was less spells. I was gonna do
Yeah.
my fun things, guy. I was gonna look for a fun new friend to bring. See if there was any skeletons around.
A fun new friend to bring. Oh my god.
There could be a skeleton around soon. If
Oh.
Wayne dies.
Well, it's okay. We'll just he'll be the fun new friend then.
Okay.
I do not recommend that.
So it's an important thing to note because you just took Animate Dead. Right?
Yeah.
That's the spell you picked up?
Yeah.
If one of your party members goes down and
Yeah.
you cast Animate Dead on them, they can
Yeah.
never come back to life.
Yeah.
Okay.
You-
Interesting.
You negate all effects of Revivify.
You permanently remove their soul's ability to reattach to its body.
Because I can get that in the future, apparently, Sky. We've looked it up.
Yes.
Yes, but in the interim, do not accidentally perm any of your party members.
Okay, I won't do that.
That is why I am making that statement right now
Thanks for
before
telling
it comes up.
Thank you for telling me.
Because after this point, if it happens, not my fault for not telling you anymore.
Nope. Do not reanimate your friends.
They will not appreciate it. All right. So, Jigzog, what kind of drawings are you drawing?
I'm gonna draw. It's gonna be a portrait, of the last battle that I remembered, before being taken, as a hostage. Well, not a hostage, prisoner of war. I mean, um, and it was a large sea battle. Well, sea battle in the sense of like a beach invasion. Um, and all that we had left.
An amphibian assault, so to speak.
Yeah, but it was a defensive, a grung offensive, or defensive. I mean, Callie was on the offensive. And we were up against the ropes, with very little left. We had lost too many people, and so all we had left was truly at its finest. We had stones, we had sharp sticks, and we had iron-tipped arrows. Didn't really have anything to shoot them, so all we did is we just threw them as hard as we could at people incoming. And obviously that didn't last very long. And then we were either taken, killed, shot, or we ran. And
So Squall, as you're patching up Gwaine, you can and Maya and Clang, you guys can test out your solve on him, and it doesn't seem to be making the burns any better, but it also seems to be preventing them from getting worse.
Hmm. Well, is it at least creating a barrier from the outside?
That's what yeah, it's preventing them from getting
Okay.
worse. But you
Okay.
guys all kind of just see Jigsaw over here. Oh, okay, maybe not. Because Jigsaw just died.
It sounded like his Wi-Fi was going
Yeah.
bad there when he was
Yeah.
describing his battle. So
Yep,
So-
so as you
BT,
guys...
I want to say this now before I forget that I want to do this, but
Welcome.
as soon as Klein gets the chance, he's gonna make more poison.
Okay.
Like as we're walking
That's
on
a
them.
good idea. I'll be like, hey, Clang, have you tried that plant? That plant is really especially dangerous. You should go use that.
that is especially dangerous. You
I'm
should
gonna let you know that
try
if you guys are mixing two different things right next to each other,
Well, no, we'll be far apart. There'll be no contamination on the station,
we would be
sir.
a solid. we would
Yeah.
be within the 6 feet rule.
Maya is a doctor. She knows how to keep things separate. Unless Klang's like flinging everything everywhere, going, "Oh, I'm going ham at making this poison."
Klein definitely makes poison like that.
Okay, well she's
Klein definitely
so
just
Maya,
throws a
you are
bunch of,
just
like poisonous shit in a pot.
covering it up with her hat and be like,
yeah, you are just like you are protecting this solve with your body as things are hitting you in the back, and you're like brushing it onto Gwayne's burns.
She turns around and hisses at him. Not over here, man! Get over there! Your friend, man, doesn't need this poison on him.
I was here first.
Gwayne was here first.
Are you guys just yelling at each other?
Yeah, probably.
But not like yelling too loud, just like,
No,
shouting
we're yelling
like
pretty
fun.
loud.
Oh, well.
Perfect. Squall, give me a perception check. Because you're not actively involved in this screaming match.
I'd probably be specifically annoyed by it.
She's sad that her
Perception.
turtle's gone. She's sad her
Yeah.
turtle's gone. And now she's gonna be annoyed by this.
17.
You hear hoofbeats several miles to the north.
I turn around and I say, "Shut the fuck up, you two! You're gonna give our position away."
They weren't treating the bartenders right.
I don't. Yeah, you're not treating my mental state
Can you
correctly.
tell him to move before he gets poison on Gwayne? Please, that's all I ask. As a doctor, I need him not to be
Each of you all
poisoned
go to
by-
opposite sides of the camp. You're both moving. Pick up your
I
shit and go
can't
to the opposite.
move. I can't
Move.
move Gwayne. You want me to move Gwayne? How am I gonna move Gwayne?
I'll move
man is
Gwayne.
Okay, move Gwayne then.
Jesus.
Maya backs up.
I drag Gwayne over to the other side.
Just try to treat
All
a
right.
Christian here.
So you guys are now all on separate sides of the camp. And Squall, as you're dragging Gwayne, you realize that the most direct path to the other side of the camp is straight through Jigsaw's drawings.
Well, I'm not gonna destroy Jigsaw's drawings. That would be terrible.
Just
As
gonna
Maya walks by
just
it-
gonna drag
I
Gwayne
go-
around him.
Yeah.
As Maya walks by it, she goes, "Who left this graffiti here?"
Jigsaw was doing cultural drawings or something.
Ah. Yes. Totally cultural and not. You know what? Never mind. Let's figure it. Let's fix Gwayne.
Yeah, I was gonna say, haven't you caused enough fights today, Maya?
Yeah, sure. I caused the fight.
Klein's
Look,
on the other side. Yeah, you did.
Yells
All
it.
I asked was he not spread his poison around when he's making it, like have it flying onto Gwayne. I'm sorry if that's a fight, but if you guys just want me to put poison on Gwayne instead, I can do that.
I don't want you to put poison on Gwayne. It's
And
just,
don't get cause fights when I told him to stop flinging poison around. And she
Poison is
just starts-
all I have.
She just starts working on Gwayne.
I like the fact that this conversation between like Clang pitching in is still loud from across the camp. As you guys are sitting there working on Gwayne and Kindle walks over to you, Squall, she kind of
Mhm.
crouches down next to Gwayne and she holds her hands out and you watch as they kind of pulse red. As she just kind of like she's waving them like a couple inches over Gwayne's body.
Yeah,
Thank
what you
you.
doing?
Think you've got something that can help?
I'm just trying to dry out the heat.
Ah.
Mm.
Makes sense. Really, I think what we should be doing is not wasting time here and heading back to where we know the druids are that can help him.
I just want to make sure he doesn't get any major infections. This will be harder to heal, especially if it's some sort of magical disease. Just let me finish doing this and we'll be on our way. But this is really paramount.
Well, if we're going to make a straight shot to Noble Mills Wharf, we're going to have to. There's no roads. We're gonna have to cross at least two of the rivers at one point or another.
If we get
Yeah.
this on him, this will make him a little bit more waterproof and not let anything seep into his skin. So it's really important that we keep him as dry as possible. It's really important.
Crossing rivers isn't going to be an issue for us.
Just making sure water can come from anywhere, and I just want him to have. She looks at him and goes, "Less scars as possible," and she shrugs and then keeps putting poultice on him.
If the druids are able to do what they did for my eye, he should be fine. We just
I
need to
hope-
get him there.
So, are we really gonna go to Eltrat after this?
I am. I told you all that you have the option to not come, but I'm not going to abandon Eltrut.
Think we'll get money?
I mean, you might be able to steal things from the cultists that are attacking the city.
I'm in. Say less.
They probably have all sorts of fun culty knickknacks that you can take.
Thing is I am not keen on going back.
Clang is gonna start like rubbing his hands together and go, "Do you think that maybe on the way over I can try out those boots that make you go up? Make you go up real high?"
You know what? Sure.
Yes.
Are you giving him the boots right now?
Yeah, I'll give him the boots.
Okay.
Make sure that you take an hour to get used to these before you try to use them. I say, and I take them off and I give them to Clang.
Clang, do you normally wear shoes?
Nope.
You got little bird feet.
So you're just trying to strap these on over your bird feet.
Yeah.
I think that they magically fit to the wearer's feet. I'm pretty sure that's what
They do. They do. So as you watch Clang put these on, you watch them like morph into three-toed bird shoes. So that it's literally for you, Clang, as they attune and get gradually more and more comfortable, they quite literally change so that it feels like you're walking without shoes. They're like those what are they called? Like those stupid toe
Skechers.
shoes. No, those stupid toe shoes.
Oh, the beach ones?
Yeah.
Are you talking about the water shoes?
No.
Bizarre.
The ones that people run with.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I can't. So there's an option in the thing to give someone an item, but I can only offer it to Jigsaw or Maya. I don't know why.
That's interesting.
Let me refresh and see if it gives me the option, because I can just give them to him, which would definitely be ideal.
Yeah, if that doesn't end up working, you can just delete it and I'll just drop them in his inventory.
I do have the option to give it to you, Sky.
That's so weird. Give. So what's weird is when I pull up player sheets, your player sheet shows up as one that I can click on. And I don't know why that is. That and the dragon turtle wormling, like.
Let me see if I pull up both of your player sheets. Just right
Also,
next to each other. Also, you guys got a long rest, so heal to full.
Yeah. I just realized I hadn't taken my long rest.
I
we do it
think
again?
that I can just drag out of yours. Boom. Pulled him out of your inventory and put him in Clank's.
Whoa.
They're still in my inventory, but okay. I'll refresh again. Let's see.
Oh, I guess it. I
Let's see if
get.
they go
Okay.
away.
I guess it just copied it.
I mean, it's fine. We'll probably pass them back and forth. I just know not to use them.
I just deleted him out of yours.
Okay, whatever.
It works. That'll be the moment when I forget that you all did that, and suddenly you just have 5 pairs of winged boots across the party. What? You spin me right round, baby, right
This
round.
is Clang trying to learn how to use the boots.
What is spin?
So as Clang's attuning to him, he tries to take off a little bit early, and he just like jumps into the air to fly, and you just hear as one of the boots takes off, and he just flips over and slams back into the ground.
These are sick.
All
Use
right.
them well. Remember that you have a limited amount of flying per day, so don't waste it. And every time you use them, it expends a minute of that time, regardless of how long you're in the air.
You see a tear trickle down Clang's cheek, and he just goes, I was flying. I was flying for I was up there.
I know, you deserve it. You deserve it.
Relations.
You've done well, young Clang.
I can
Actually-
say in Gwen's voice, you did good, son.
Clang, if you can, it would probably be a good idea for you to keep an eye out since you all were yelling earlier, and that did give away a bit of our position. So, and I heard hoofbeats about a mile off, so maybe you can use those boots to keep an eye out while we finish getting Gwen ready to go.
I will correct Maya's mistake. And
Thank
then Clang's gonna try and like get up to like a branch in a tree.
So Clang, you just kind of jump, and you feel the boots take effect as you just kind of float up to this tree branch and sit up there. From the top of the tree branch looking down, you can see the full extent of Jigzog's drawing. And it is very large. It is like a 10 by 10 drawing at this point. Jigzog, roll me performance just to see how good your drawing is.
Performance.
Jigzog's like, I've never had to roll this before.
Yeah, no, this is a first for sure.
In skills, I believe.
It is
You don't
under
know what it
skills.
is.
It's not a terrible drawing. There's some stick figures around the edges, but it's pretty detailed for the most part.
An artist.
What does Clang see this as?
Describe it again, Jigzog.
Well, it's very clearly a battlefield of some sort. I feel like anyone, even without knowledge on the topic, could be able to figure that out. And so on one side, you see very detailed Kali warriors, as that's really one of the key things that Jigsaw remembers before being taken as a prisoner of war. And then you can see like frog-like creatures on the other side. And you just like small little objects being thrown in one direction, and then full-on like cannon blasts heading the other direction, with mainly frog bodies scattered across, while there's only like a few human bodies down.
Clang's just gonna admire it because Clang doesn't want to yell down.
Hey,
Alrighty.
Clang, keep an eye out for people coming to get us. Clang admires art.
Picasso.
Yeah.
I like it,
Hey,
Picasso.
like it, Picasso.
Alrighty.
Well-
As you guys get Gwen kind of patched up, you can just let me know how you're carrying him and who's riding what as you all head out.
Well, we've got the sled that we were using before, so I'd probably put him on that, and then attach it to Stitches.
So I will let you know that if you guys use the sled because of the environment you're in and the fact that there's no roads, you would all be smart enough to know that if you use the sled, he is more than likely going to get dragged through things like puddles.
Okay, I'll sling him over the back of the horse.
Okay. I figured that was a fair thing to let you know.
No, that's fair. That's why he's all Vaselined up too, to be honest.
Flicked up on a
he's
Monday.
slippery boy right now.
All slicked up on a Monday.
He's a slicked up mummy. He's wrapped like a mummy almost, but
And then,
not like constricting.
and then Squall, I'm guessing you're sitting on the horse in front of him.
Yeah, I'll take the horse.
Alrighty.
And then I figure, well, I mean, I guess Clang will probably fly as much as he can, but we've still
Yeah.
got Needle and Thread as well, so Jigsaw can probably ride on one of them.
There's a sled too. He can ride on the sled.
Oh, I would enjoy riding on the sled.
Okay. Jigsaw on the sled. Needle and Thread will just run underneath of you, Clang. They'll just be having the time of their lives.
They'll be there to like catch me if I fail.
True. They'll just leap into the air. You'll do like a backflip onto one of their backs.
Yeah.
It'll be beautiful.
And then are any of you making any effort to disguise the fact that this was your camp before you leave?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I guess it depends on for Jigsaw your drawings. We don't want to like get rid of those, but I would be getting rid of the campfire and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Anything that I can, I'd probably just wash away fully, like turn the area to mud.
I would get leaves from around the camp edges and just throw leaves all over, you know, make it look like just stuff has been living here and foliage has been falling here for a while.
Yeah, Clang would probably be like burying the ashes of the fire and stuff.
Alright. So you all headed south, and give me a D100 roll, somebody.
Ooh, me. Can I?
Do it.
You do that roll.
Go for it.
61.
61.
Oh boy, 61.
Oh.
It was 8 away.
What is... I don't know what that is.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay. So as you guys are walking, you begin to see large stone structures that almost kind of look like Stonehenge, scattered around the swamp around you. Squall, give me a religion check.
Okay. Skills, religion. Not the best. 15.
It is rumored by the people of Chiles that these dolmens, which is what I didn't know what they were, but I found out that's what the large stone structures are called.
Aha.
It is rumored by the people of Chiles that they are connected, or at the very least, an access point to the city of the drowned.
Like where Tholena lives?
Yes, like these are an access point to Thelena's plane, or at least that's the rumor.
I probably stop Stitches and be like, hold on, guys, I need to check this out really quickly. If you all want to go ahead, you can. I'll catch up. Maya, if you want to ride the horse.
Oh, are you sure you want us to go ahead? People
Well,
might...
I don't want you to hold, Gwaine back, and I can move pretty quickly.
All right, then I'll get on the horse and I'll take Gwaine. Is anybody coming with me?
Yeah, I'll join.
Squall, do you think that would involve me drowning over there?
Your would you? I'm confused at what you're asking.
Like, if I follow you now, do you think I would drown at some point?
You know, that's a good question. You, the
Or, like,
CPR
forced to be
involved?
drowned?
Do I
I
have to-
don't think so. It's not it's never a forced process. It's voluntary. I mean, I I drown people who fight me, but
Well,
If
I
you're
won't
just- if
fight you,
you're-
at least not on purpose. But
if you're an innocent bystander, you're not going to be drowned simply because. But I don't even know. It's just a rumor that.
well, where are you even? I'm assuming it has to do with your religion, but I don't know. Like,
It
What-
is the as the stories go, at least the Earth Ganassi and Chileans say that stones like this are rumored to be entry points to the city of Drowned, which is where Tholena lives. It's where you go to join her when
Is
you
it, like-
die.
is it like underwater?
Yes. It's at the bottom
So-
of the ocean,
So then I
supposedly.
could drown.
Yes. I mean, usually the people that go there aren't alive, so
Oh,
Squall, check your messages.
I
You
yes.
saw. Okay.
I
I think I think I'll let you handle that one then.
I like to
Alright.
think that the fact that Clang is being so vague about these questions is because he's afraid that if he says the wrong thing, he's gonna get fucking hit again.
Yeah. Clang is being very cautious with how he approaches these questions.
So yeah, I'm gonna go, I guess, investigate the.
Alrighty.
Is it like a circle of them, or are they just random?
Undial.
So it looks like these like Stonehenge-like structures are spread every like 30 or 40 yards. And as you like walk between them and look at more and more of them, it seems like they are arranged in some sort of pattern that you can't see from the ground. Like it's very clear that like as you're walking between them, because Squall's an observant person, they are almost equidistant apart, but you can't see the pattern from where you're at.
I look at Clang and I say, "Would you mind flying up and seeing if you can see a pattern from above?"
Clang was already like walking away, and then he turns around and he goes, "I guess." And then Clang's gonna fly up above the formation.
Right, so Clang, as you fly up, you can kind of see these very ancient stones through the trees that have obviously grown around them. And you're missing a couple points where it looks like stones have either fallen over or the trees have just grown and the canopy is covering them. But it vaguely looks like a turtle.
It kind of looks like a turtle, but some of the stones are not there.
Is there an eye anywhere?
The head of the turtle is in the direction you are all heading, Clang.
Yeah, it looks to be on the southern end of the turtle. So
Okay.
the way we were heading.
I walk in that direction, I guess.
Alrighty.
See.
And then Clang is gonna drop down behind Squall, and Clang is gonna be like, "Well, I guess I'll just stay now."
As the rest of the group heads off. Squall, I responded to you, by the way.
Okay, I have your DM open still.
Okay. Well, I don't know these things. I'm only omniscient in the game.
Just assume that if you've messaged me a question that I am getting you an answer.
Okay. So as you all head down, you reconvene with the group as you kind of head the couple like a half mile towards the head of where this structure was.
Mm-hmm.
Maya and Jigsaw, since you guys are the only two left with Gawain, are you guys talking about anything, like your concerns about leaving the place you're from?
Yeah.
Well, I'll be quite frank that there used to be a man in Shenung who he was a great healer. I don't know if he can heal, Gawain in his current state, but his name was Migwog. We're not very original with our names. But he used to be the lead healer during the war, and I'm not sure if he'd still be alive at this point, but if worst comes to worst, I feel like that would be a possible option.
You don't think? Well, I mean, the druids fixed her eye, but I think that'd be the actual option if we really needed to do that. But I'm more worried about going to Eltrit. Not really. I don't know if I'm gonna join you guys. I don't know if I'm gonna stay with this group, to be honest.
No, I'll be quite frank, me neither, because I feel as if I'm not sure if I'm done with Shenung here, because based off the threats and the things I've heard before I left the other group, I'm not sure if I can leave here with a safe conscience.
What do you mean?
Well, to my knowledge, there's a plan to harvest their poison, and I don't know the exact means of which they're going to do that. And if it turns violent, I would rather not have my people be slaughtered again.
I get that.
I'm not sure if I can.
That happened to my people. We don't live up here very much anymore. We used to be right next to you guys. Remember that?
Yes.
Yeah, we got pushed out. You guys got to stay. Lucky.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
I don't even understand. I don't even really feel like I am a part of the group. I feel like I am not wanted, and I'm just there to heal or to nag them. And truly, I think I'd be happier. I wouldn't be missed if I just went back onto my free traveling ways. Because I got stuff to do. They always call me that I'm greedy, and they say I want money, but I want a job to be stable and to send money to my family, because they're not trapped physically, but they're told to devote themselves to the religion, and they don't realize that there's other options out there.
I mean,
I feel like this group just wants to chase this one guy, and it's not that I need them to not to work. I don't really get it. I know he's bad, but I've been traveling this world for a long time, and there's many people like this guy. I don't know. They wouldn't even notice if I'm gone, to tell you the truth. I was here to do a job, and they will forget as soon as I leave.
well, I mean, if you need a job, besides the initial hostility, I mean, we could always use a healer in Shenung. There's always, if you're willing.
What do you pay?
I cannot give you an initial offer right now, but I feel as if you offered your services in a kind way, and you had me there to support you, I feel as if
I'm not gonna gouge them, but I just feel like this group, I'm just holding them back and weighing them down. They could get through a lot more stuff without me having to nag them or worry about them. And honestly, I just don't think I'll be missed. I honestly don't think I'll be missed. And also, I just don't want to be dragged around by this crazy guy. If we're just chasing the whole time, we're not going to get anything done. We're just going to be cleaning up the aftermath.
I can't speak much on that personally.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I came here, I don't know, how long is it, like a week ago? I just showed up.
Yeah. It feels like I just got here too. Which I know it's been a lot longer.
But at least from what I can tell, they need you. Like You've saved my ass too many times. You saved all of their asses more than enough. I feel like as you're more than a critical piece of that party.
I don't know. Thank you for saying that. I enjoy helping. I enjoy helping people, but I do it because I'm a doctor. I don't do it because I mean. Can I be honest with you, little frog?
Yes, Miss Cat Lady.
I left my family behind. I straight up abandoned them to have my own freedom. And at first I thought it wouldn't bother me at all, but the last time I was in Eltret is when I met these people and I saw they don't get the same freedom I did, and I didn't think it was going to bother me, but I have to do something. I've already left my family behind and I don't need to see them again, but I should at least send them away to be so they can have their own freedom. And money seems to be that case, and if I can send them enough money so my younger siblings can try to make their own opinions and ways in the world, then I'll feel a bit better. I'll probably feel a lot better, actually.
Well,
Because
let me tell you something. Quite sincerely. And he puts the little frog hand on your shoulder.
my cape.
Yeah. Specifically your
I
cape.
put my cape.
I'm not gonna accidentally poison you here. But he goes, at least you have a family left.
Oh.
And you should cherish them. Whether it be giving them money, or preferably, I'd say visit them. Cherish
They don't
them.
want to see me. They don't want to see me.
You think that, but at the end of the day, your family is still your family. And whether you love them or hate them, they're your bloodline. And
What
you
happened
should
to your
still
family?
he like looks off into the distance. He's like, you should still cherish them while you have them, because you
So
never know
you're-
when they might go away.
So your family's
Slaughtered.
gone from war.
Yeah. Victims of the war.
Who was it? Callie?
Mm-hmm.
My dad was a victim. The Tabaxi got caught up in both sides. Like, we didn't have a side, and we were part
Yeah.
of it, so I don't know who did it, but the whole reason my mom is married to this crazy fanatic guy is because of this war. I hate religion. I'm sorry you don't have a family. I don't mean to squander mine, but I don't feel like I can go back to them.
Well, if you don't have one, then you need to find one where you can. And if these people offer you kindness and protection, I'd say that's a family of itself, isn't?
I guess. I just didn't know if they actually really felt about that way about me. It's just, yeah. I don't know.
All
I
right.
think they have good intentions.
Squall and Clang, you guys are trailing behind the party, but you have finally found the frontmost of these stones, or at least what Clang pointed out from above to be kind of the eyes of this figure. What are you doing?
Can I just kind of investigate around, see if there's any like markings or anything like that?
How are you just walking around it looking for markings? Are you like touching the stone face? What are you doing?
I'm gonna pull out one of my turtles, just in case I can like channel some of that magic, because I know these were pulled up from like a deep sea ruin. And yeah, I'll touch the stone and kind of try and connect.
As Squall touches the stone, Clang, you watch as Squall's eyes go, both eyes, just are replaced with a deep cerulean blue. And Squall, as you touch the structure, you feel your mind kind of pulled away. Like you're not, like you're kind of you're outside of your body, and you find
Mhm.
yourself floating just in what seems to be endless water. And you hear a voice in the distance say, "Daughter of drift and current, you have come to seek my counsel?"
And so all I can see is just water in every direction.
Yep, just this kind of like almost deep sea ocean style water. Like you can tell you're in water, but it feels like you're kind of floating in a void.
Okay. Um, should probably like take a deep breath and say, I've been seeking the ancient dragon turtle. It vanished from Eltret, and now the city is under siege. But I haven't had any luck finding it.
So are you
The city. Hmm.
are you asking me where it is gone, child?
Well, surely you wouldn't want your ancient city destroyed, but
Well, I don't particularly care for the city itself. It's the people I care for. Surely as a follower you feel the same.
well, yes, but the man that I believe is threatening it has a weapon that can kill thousands with a single breath. I mean, we water Ganassi could survive, but you have followers that aren't just water Ganassi.
Mm. And this voice is the voice you're hearing is seems kind of like very tired, barely awake.
Hmm.
Like nobody's really interacted with it in a long time. Do you seek my aid, child? Or is it wisdom that you seek? And as you hear those words, you watch it almost seems like bioluminescent like krill or something kind of form up into the vague shape of a person floating before you.
Now that I have something to look at, I look directly at it. I think wisdom would be the best choice because we can't always depend on you to protect us. And surely you have infinite knowledge.
Oh, nothing is infinite, child. Not even the seas between worlds. All things, including my power, must come and go like the tide. But as the tide goes out, you see the patterns in the sand it left, and those patterns show what can and will always be. Again and again and again.
So
Continue.
you feel regardless of what happens, that you will endure? I mean, if you lose your followers, you're going to lose your strength.
But is that not but is that not the first and foremost tenet of our religion? To endure?
Yes.
Those who follow my way are born in strife. Their souls are touched by my power, and you are sent back into the world to teach others the same. What is this but a new type of strife for you to prove your faith and overcome?
But what does that mean then? Do I simply stand aside? I let the city fall? Let the strong rise to the top?
The
I mean,
strongest among you are already rising.
you mentioned the oceans between worlds. Do you extend beyond this plane?
All gods do, child. Whether they
Well,
are known by this name or another.
is there a need to expand beyond Eltrit or beyond even this world?
Long ago, before your time, I sent my avatar to chart the path between worlds, so that one day when my followers needed a path, their guidance would be clear and their navigation swift. When the path is set, she will return. And it's those like you, daughter of estuaries, that I expect to be their navigator.
Squall's just got like wide eyes. I don't know if this translates to her like mortal or like to her like actual physical body, but it's like
It does.
starstruck.
It does. So Clang, you're seeing kind of yeah, it is translating to your mortal body.
Starstruck and crying, probably.
Yeah, just
Like tears. Yeah.
tears of what Clang would find to be salt water running down your face. Child, each and every task that you have endured has been made to further your purpose. But whether or not you find that purpose is entirely up to you. And as it says this, you see, like, you feel yourself being very slowly pulled away from this figure.
She kind of like blinks a couple times from that like awestruck space. And then just kind of like bows her head and says, "Thank you for your wisdom."
The bioluminescence kind of fades and you feel yourself kind of pulled back, almost with a shock as you take your hand off of this stone and your eyes clear.
Yeah, I probably stumble back and take a knee as I take my hand off. realize I've got like water all over my face and kind of like I probably shape water it and keep it. Actually.
I was gonna say, would you wipe it
Yeah.
away?
I wouldn't wipe it away. I'd probably keep it in my I'd add it to my like sacred water skin.
As you kind of stumble backwards away from the stone, you kind of feel yourself go up to like calf deep in water.
Oh,
And when you look down, you would see that amid the swamp, and Clang, you would see this too. So, Clang, to fill you in on what you just missed, Squall had like an awestruck look on her face and was crying, and then pulled her hand away from this and stumbled back into the water.
I would have seen her pull out the idol, right?
Yeah, before she touched the stone.
Well, I'm also aware that Squall has other idols, right?
No. I think only Zeos
What?
was aware of that.
No, because I thought I was gonna help Squall buy them.
oh, I did talk to you about. I talked to you about stealing
You're
them.
right.
I did. I
You're
did.
right.
Because it was unfortunate timing that I had to leave, but I was gonna ask if
He could
Squall's
join
physical
me.
body was still there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then Clang would have for sure taken another one out of Squall's bag and touched the thing.
I mean, we can still do that.
Yeah, we can retcon it.
Well, we can just say that Squall comes out of it and sees Clang holding an idol touching the stone.
Works for me.
So, Clang, you pull out this idol, you reach out, and you touch this stone, and you immediately feel like you're drowning. As you feel yourself just pulled downwards away from your body, and you find yourself floating in a void of just inky blackness.
Is Clang feeling like he's in like water, or
Yes.
is it just like the sensation of
You
drowning?
feel like you are in very deep water, like it is pressing in on you, forcing itself down your throat.
Oh God, this sucks. This sucks. I don't want to be here anymore.
Give me a Constitution
know.
saving throw.
Boom. 20.
As you
Oh,
kind
good
of
one.
like desperately try to hold your breath and you can feel your lungs begin to sear with pain, you hear, "These stones were not meant for you."
I didn't. Who are you? I don't know what's going on here.
When you open your mouth to speak, the water forces itself in. Roll me another Constitution saving throw. This time at disadvantage.
Constitution again.
Mm-hmm.
14.
Exactly the same roll both times. God damn. The way it just zoomed in on you. Oh my god.
What is your purpose here, Kenku? And you see this red bioluminescence begin to form around you, and it's just these spinning rings of just this. You can almost feel that it's angry with you, red bioluminescence circling around you.
Well, my buddy old pal Squall, I think, wanted to speak with you. I don't know. I was just trying to tag along.
And what is it you wish to know? Give me another Constitution saving throw.
At disadvantage, or
At disadvantage, and you're taking a -4 to the roll.
oh, okay. Oh, that's gonna be.
Oh,
I got
Jesus. Oh, I got a nat 20 on one of them. That's so sad.
An unnatural. As it asks you that, and you open your mouth to respond, you feel yourself fully beginning to drown as your vision starts to fade to black. Squall, when you pop out of this and stumble back, you look forward at this water that wasn't there before that is running over your feet, and you
Mhm.
see that it is pouring out of Klang's mouth.
Oh Jesus. I quickly that doesn't look like a good thing. I'm gonna remove his hand from the stone if I can. Or is it like
So as Squall in the real world removes your hand from the stone, I need to think for a minute
okay.
Oh boy.
on whether or not breaking the connection would leave your soul trapped there.
Oh no.
Squall,
Roll for it.
give me an intelligence check
Okay.
to see, based on what you just experienced, if you would know whether or not this is like maybe not a great idea.
A
to
bad
do.
choice. Yeah, that's fair. Intelligence. Oh, come on. It rolled off 17 and onto 3. Wait! I'll use my inspiration to just nat 20 it.
You know that pulling his hand away from this is more than likely going to kill him. And that whatever he's going through right now, he has to go through himself.
Got it. Does it look like his physical body is in danger of, like, dying, though?
No, he's
Like
not.
suffocating?
He's not,
Okay.
like, showing, besides the water pouring out of his mouth, his
He's
body's
not,
not
like,
showing any signs of distress.
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna wait, I guess.
Thank God you used inspiration.
Yep. Yeah, I wasn't gonna let you die.
It would
I'll
have been
use my-
interesting though.
No.
So, Clang, as you are in this void and you feel the water, like, searing your lungs and you feel yourself unable to breathe and you start convulsing, your vision starts to fade to black as you see, like, the little spots of light appear as, as you're going unconscious. And then suddenly you can breathe again.
Mysterious voice, I don't know what you're doing to me right now, but I'm not feeling so great.
You have been drowned and returned in the grace of Thelena, and you feel yourself pulled back to your body as as Squall watches Clang, you fall back onto your back and just begin coughing up water.
Oh my god.
I go over
That lady
immediately.
was mean.
Oh my god, thank God you're okay. You're pouring water out of your mouth.
Well, I think I drowned. And then the voice said something real ominous about drowning and then coming back. I don't know what's up with all that.
Squall looks astonished for a minute, and then she's like, "You're drowned by Thelena herself."
That was the name that the voice said.
That is my goddess.
Oh. Yeah, she
Well.
was not really liking me right away. I saw a bunch of red and then I think I blacked out for a second. And then I came to and it was like a real ominous sounding voice saying that I was drowned and brought back by Thelena.
Well.
What is
Welcome.
this? What
Is that getting,
what happened? I don't know.
is that
was
getting,
that
like,
supposed to
baptized by
happen?
Jesus? Kind of.
Yes, it's like being baptized by Jesus, basically.
I had to-
It'd be like being baptized by God themselves, I guess. I would put an arm under you and kind of help you sit up, and then I think Squall would hug you, which would be very odd. Probably the most affectionate thing she's ever done.
When Squall hugs you, Clang, do you want to use that opportunity to stuff the turtle back in her pack?
I mean, no. I don't think Clang's gonna try and hide the fact that he had the turtle for a second.
Yeah.
I guess Clang's gonna hug back and go, "What is going on? What is this thing that you're doing to me right now? Did I say something bad again? Are you trying to kill me right now?"
Don't treat me like that teenager that you meet on the roads.
Those damn teenagers on the roads.
Treat me like Jigsaw and put me on.
Carry you in
Hang-
the papoose.
Hang me from your neck.
As
Oh
you,
my god.
so
I'm back, baby.
so Gwen, you kind of like open your eyes and you're in a lot of pain.
I
And you're
know.
also covered in like
Oh,
this
Gwen is-
sticky kind of substance.
Do we hear this?
You don't know
Man,
what it
you're
is.
also in a lot of pain.
No,
Yes,
y'all
I
don't hear
am.
this. But Gwen, as you're looking down from where you're just kind of like slung over the horse, you
Yeah.
see that there's a stream of water flowing past you down the side of this trail. And all of the water it touches is changing from this silty, brackish, algae-filled swamp water to this incredibly clear, like almost crystal clear cerulean blue water everywhere the stream touches. And it's
a lot of
spreading.
pain. And he's been in this a lot of pain for a while. And Gwen sees clear water. And of course, he's parched. He's been slugged around for how long have we been playing? For one commute from work. Has Gwen been slugged around for. So Gwen is gonna, in immense pain, slug himself off and go and take a drink.
Oh my god.
Feel this, right? Because he's riding. I'm in front of him. Like he's riding. We're on the riding the
Yes,
same.
you are
just see
right.
Gwen just
Oh, of
You-
course.
You feel Gwen shift on the horse as he falls off and it becomes completely submerged in this water.
Oh fuck!
Like,
I'm like,
I'm freaking
And-
out. She's freaking out.
I'm like-
Squall and Clang, you guys hear Maya yell Gwen from down the trail.
Damn.
I lean back from Clang and I say, it seems like Tholena's decided that our fates are inextricably intertwined.
Well, I guess
So-
now I gotta save Eltrit for other reasons now.
not just personal gain and fame.
Not just personal gain. You know, personal gain, and we can talk about it later, but we should probably see what happened there.
Yeah, I guess.
I hold out a hand for the dragon turtle statue. I am not mad, clearly.
Well, I'm glad. Your eyes started going crazy, and I thought you were like dying or something. So this wasn't like I didn't steal this.
I don't think you stole it. I understand that you were just imitating what I had done to try and get to the place that I was at.
Okay, good. And then Clang's just gonna hand you back the totem.
I put it back in my bag. And then we run towards the yelling about Gwen.
So, Maya, as you watch Gwen hit this water, and Gwen, as you fall into the water, you see, as soon as Gwen touches the water, you see
He
bioluminescence
dies
just
again.
rapidly fly towards him through this water and begin to wrap around him, Maya. And to you, like, the closest thing I can equate what this looks like to is it is so thick that
No, I
it
know what it
looks
looks
like a feeding frenzy, and you cannot see Gwen through it.
So Maya's just be like, ah, ah.
Consumed by algae.
This
What a way
ain't
to
no
go.
Fiji. This ain't no
The
Fiji water.
dinoflagellates are going crazy. You're gonna
And-
just hear her like talking nonsense.
And you guys run up to see this in the water and just see Maya screaming from the side of the pool.
Infection! You're gonna just go, infection! He needs to be dry! What is happening? Is he
How,
dying? Is it
how
eating him?
conscious am I that like I'm being engulfed by this shit?
You actually feel better.
Yeah. All right, then I'm not moving.
Yeah, you feel
That
Yeah.
concerns me even more. That
like
concerns
everywhere this bioluminescence is touching you, you
The pain is going
feel
away.
yeah, you
Yeah.
are actually feeling this bioluminescence touch you, and you are feeling the wounds go away.
Oh,
You are
yeah.
feeling them fill up everywhere you have these second and third degree
Wade
burns.
releases all of his tension in his body and relaxes.
It's like a million tiny masseuses.
It's like a bunch of one of those punching shrimp, but they're all just giving me a fucking massage.
Mantis
instead.
shrimp?
No,
That's the one.
No,
Yeah.
Like that
not
episode of Victorious with the fish that like bite off the like they nibble your feet.
That's
Oh,
not
yeah,
a
they eat
victorious
stuff.
thing. That's a life thing. Those things exist.
But I know it from
Victorious
Victorious.
As
You just associate the foot fetish part of victorious.
as you are pulled away, as you kind of feel yourself like slipping deeper and deeper into relaxation, those of you outside are watching as this bioluminescence slowly shifts from red to purple to blue.
Those
White-
LEDs.
is it the white blue?
And you are
Those
watching
LED
you're watching it begin to disappear. But
those
instead of
LEDs.
instead of disappearing, like moving away from Gwaine, it looks like it is going into him.
Okay, so I'm not down with this because I can understand this is magic.
Yes.
Like
You understand this is magic, but this is magic beyond the scope of anything you have ever seen
Oh,
before in your life.
No, I'm just standing there dumbfounded. Like, what the?
Jigzog, roll me a history check.
I get
Ooh.
anyone to say something to me, or you're just gonna go?
Is,
Oh,
well,
no!
Is Clang there yet?
Yeah, you and Squall run up to see this happening.
Ooh. Yeah, that's a lost
14.
cause.
Jigzog, you become aware, you are aware because of that history check, that the last time the last time Grung history talks about the waters running clear, it like the waters running clear and life rising from the water is the Grung creation myth.
Mm-hmm.
Thing.
Gwen's turning into a grung.
As you realize this, Gwaine, you kind of like you guys watch as this bioluminescence fully fades, and Gwaine, you just kind of float to the top of the water.
Conscious or not?
You are conscious.
Okay.
I'm
Can
gonna come
I-
over.
Can I
I'm
pull
gonna ask
myself
if he's
out of the
okay.
water, but like, yeah, can I pull myself out of the water? Am I like, fucked? Am I dead?
You
Yeah,
pull
but
yourself out of the water, and you are just in soaking wet armor.
Yeah, with bandages.
Your whole
too.
ass dead.
Yeah,
for
you
sure.
guys watch as these bandages slip away from Gwaine's arms and legs and like everywhere that you've bandaged him. And everywhere that he had super deep burns, they've been replaced by blue scales.
Oh no!
Wait, what?
I'm a dragon.
I'm gonna go up to him and go, "Are you okay?" And then lift up one of his arms and look at it and go, "Fascinating." As I look at his scales.
Is there any water
Can
on me
I-
still?
No.
I was gonna ask Squall to dry me off.
I walk up and look at the scales, and I
you
do they
notice-
look like my dragon turtle scale amulet?
They're very similar, yes.
Squall just so Maya, you asked, do I know what it is?
Yeah. As I'm
I-
studying these scales, like with the scientific mind.
I gesture to my amulet.
Oh, so that stone thing. That's what happened. You did something with the stones or something?
Yes. I was able to connect with Tholena as well as surprisingly Clang.
Huh?
And it seems like she has a path for Gwaine as well.
Mm.
You've got dragon turtle scales now.
Up top, Gwen.
PT, how much does my armor class raise?
Not at all.
Fuck your shit.
These
How
are-
much do I level up? I was asleep for
Not
2
at all.
hours. How much? Fuck. Where are my claws?
So
You
wait,
don't have claws.
she just healed Gwen and that's it? You just asked her to heal Gwen and she did it?
Well, no, I think that was just a gift.
Gwen.
Yeah, I
Gwen-
honestly I didn't even mention Gwen when I met Lena. I was drowning.
Wait, you didn't mention me?
I was drowning. I was in the middle of
So was I.
yeah, but you
I
were.
think- I feel
No,
great.
I was
I
able
get back
to.
on the horse, but I slump over still instead of riding it properly. Like,
You're like, nah. I
I'm
could
just like
ride.
my back's used to this form now.
No, but Gwen, watch this, and then Klang's gonna like fly up with the boots.
What?
Yeah, isn't
I-
this rad?
I shoot him out of the air. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh my god.
I don't.
Brutal.
PT,
I see Gwen equip a short bow.
Yes,
PT, I have a question.
yes, Dingo.
Can I take a bottle and flask some of the water that Gwen was in? Can I steal his bathwater?
Sure.
Oh my god.
You can steal his
You gotta
bathwater.
get some of that half-elf bathwater. That shit sells for
Ugh.
cash money.
How
It's
much
got
does
the
it sell
tears.
for?
It's got the tears of parental trauma and the algae of a goddess in it. So you know,
I
you're
think
really.
I'm also gonna scoop up a little bit just to study it. Because it has great healing properties apparently, so Maya's gonna wanna like try to study it.
Yeah, so you guys watch as you both fill your various containers with whatever this is. As you remove it from this clear underwater current that's flowing through the swamp, it slowly begins to turn back into that brackish swamp water.
Damn, Gwen, you gross as hell. You did this water.
Fascinating.
Dear God. It's me, Squall.
So is this all your little what'd you call her, goddess? Is that all she said was, I'm gonna, you know, heal Gwen or what? Is there anything else she said?
What's that?
What?
My
What
cat.
Oh.
Sorry, Matt's cat was being spooky in his closet. Oh
my
God! You're gonna die
Oh,
at any
no.
minute. You guys are gonna hear death sounds from Gwen, and it's gonna be canon. The dragon
the-
turtle spots can't, or scales
It's a
can't
pl-
save him.
If the player dies, the character dies.
My
so.
Khajiit
Yes.
has ultimate stealth build.
If you want to know what that's called, it's the sclera that makes the eyes iridescent like that. Just reflecting light back at us.
It's also her collar as well.
Oh.
It's
Jesus.
terrifying, is what it. The
also
kobold seeing that Gwen got a new jacket, peeking out of his closet, like, "Hey, yo, what you got there? What you got?
It's my
You got a
cloak of
gift
many
for us?"
fashions. Fuck off. All right, so
In the words of a
Where
great
are we?
person,
Wait,
you got games on your phone?
But did she say anything else? That she, we gotta, she just healed Gwen and that was it?
Well, she has a purpose for me, but it's not what I expected. I suppose I should have.
Okay.
Well,
What are we doing then? Are we gonna go, you know what? I'm just gonna go head back to that town with the druids because I want to talk to them about my dad. Is that
yeah.
alright?
I mean, we're going back to the town anyway. We're still going back to Eltra if you choose to join us. But
someone didn't. Sorry.
His internet's been
Sorry.
bad.
Somebody's Discord keeps exploding.
Been gone for 2 hours. I gotta make up for it.
Yeah, I don't know about the Eltrat part, but definitely going over there to that other city. What'd you call it? PT?
Noble Mills Wharf.
God, I thought it had the name Apple in it for some
Barnes
reason.
and Noble.
No, that's on Levace. That's in another campaign altogether.
That's Squall's next destination.
You know, she's heard stories about Angleves.
Hmm.
Maya has.
You,
Weird
you
songs
definitely
about it.
haven't. You definitely have not.
You really think so?
It is in another world.
Yeah,
I mean, we have another
Uh-huh.
guy.
Maya is a master because she has traveled far and wide.
Yeah, exactly.
Not
He's
that far.
Pokemon. Anyways,
Okay.
I'm gonna head that way. We still going this way? Gwen, you good?
I don't know.
We should probably assess this.
I don't even know what's going on now. Where are we? What are we doing here?
We were trying to get you back to the druids to heal you, but it seems like the Lena's taking care of that for us.
Oh, well, let me buy a drink on her behalf then.
I'm sure she would appreciate it.
Again.
Especially
Dump
if
it
you
in the ocean
drowned
for her or
in the
something?
drink.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
drown yourself in drink.
douse the ocean with alcohol like it's the Boston Tea Party. Is that what you're trying to say? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if that counts as a
Um,
drowning or not, but you do have dragon turtle scales now, which leads me to believe it does.
I can't cast Identify on these scales, can I, P2?
You can, but they will not register as magical.
I need to find out what kind of superpowers I've given myself here. Bro, I should jump in fucked water more often.
Technically, it was unfucked water specifically.
I
Well,
also
you've done it twice
need
already.
I also need a drink, so we need to go to the nearest tavern because I feel like I've been out for days. What's been going on?
Well,
Did we win?
we escaped. We kind of. Your uncle got away.
Okay.
Apparently the
we-
Kikomoris aren't our main priority anymore.
Wait, what?
I got a message from the Inquisition.
You need
that,
his name again?
Oh, the half elf torch.
Yes, the half elf torch.
The fire dude.
Spicy spicy man. I don't know.
Spice Daddy.
Hot sauce supreme.
Storza. His name
Scorza.
is Storza.
There you go.
Storza.
Storza messaged me, and told me that the Inquisitor Regent has vanished, and all of his protections on the city of Eltrat have vanished with him. And
Oh, I slightly remember you saying this, and then that was right before I blacked out, I believe.
yes, so Eltrat is under siege by cultists, is what he said, but I imagine that it has to do with our old buddy, old pal, Grisef,
Hmm.
and that it was imperative that all Inquisitors that could return to the city. I personally would like to go back because I'd like to protect Eltrat and the temple.
Wait, we're not back yet?
No, we're
Gwen goes back
still.
to sleep. No.
And can I just like prank Gawain and like go up to him and be like, "Wake up, Gawain! None of this is real. You're still asleep. This is all a dream."
So Jigsaw just walks up to you and says, drops all
I go,
that on you.
ah! Who are you?
I'm
Oh,
your
you
conscience,
screamed that?
Gawain.
Huh?
Do you scream that?
No. I just go, ah, who are you?
Okay.
So like slightly raised.
So as you
Avoided that one party. You're
Uh,
welcome.
as you guys continue to head south, you encounter, oddly enough, in the middle of this rainforest, just a bunch of pine trees. And Jigsaw, you would know that this is the closest you've been to home in 10 years.
Oh man, dude. BT. I'm not ready for this, dude. It's too early.
Yeah. What's with these pine trees? Aren't these close? Would Maya know? Because her old village used to be over here, kind of across.
Maya, you would know that these are the trees around the entrance to Schnug.
So I would talk to Jigsaw. Hey, didn't you want to go see them, or wanted to show me their medical doctor or something? This is where your hometown is.
Just
right?
like frozen in place, staring at the pine trees. And he's gonna go up to one of them, and he's just gonna like touch the bark. And you can just like it's such a surreal moment for him. That he's just like feeling it. He's like, I haven't. This is. Huh.
You okay?
No.
Okay, well, I'll give
Yeah,
you a minute.
I always talked about wanting to go back, but now it's just. It's like a daunting memory.
I get that. I understand that. That's how I feel about Eltret. I've never even been outside of the port. Whenever I go to Eltret, I don't leave the port. I just stay there and wait for somebody to find a boat to get back on and leave it.
You know, an old game we used to play was we'd grab a pine cone from one of these trees and we'd play this game where we'd throw it as high as we can, bounce it off the bark, and then just catch it. And it'd sort of be a game of like who could catch it on its way down, and they would be the person to throw it next. And it was just it was a very peaceful game before the war happened.
Get that. Why haven't you been home? I know you said you didn't have a family anymore, but you had friends, right?
Yeah, but I haven't been able to be home. Since the war, I've kind of been stuck in Cali. As a prisoner of war, and haven't really had the opportunity to come back.
Do the rest of you stop as this is happening?
Oh, definitely.
Are any of you saying anything besides Maya?
Well, none of us have the context that Maya does, so I'd probably
Yeah.
just be listening to the conversation that they're having.
Clang
Yeah, I'm
really has no idea what's going on, so Clang is just gonna be standing there, kind of awkwardly, like twiddling his thumbs.
I'm gonna
Wayne
bend
is
down-
counting his
bird.
scales.
How many of these I got?
Gotta keep them all in check. Maya's gonna bend down Jigsaw and be like, do you want to go? Because I'm sure these guys would understand if you want to explain it to them.
I
We're right
mean,
here.
I feel as if maybe there's still some, not my main family, but some extended form of it could still be there. I haven't been back here in so long. I don't even know if anybody's alive.
So she's gonna look over as are you just staring out at their Jigsaw, like just staring
Mhm.
at your? She's gonna like peek over at his be like, this is the entrance to his village, and he hasn't been here in 10 years. And he doesn't know. He doesn't basically know who's alive or dead that he knows there.
I see. So, this would be essentially the deciding point for you.
Me? Oh no.
No,
Jigsaw.
for Jigsaw.
Well, you don't. They don't understand is that Maya was like, maybe I'll leave the group too, because she didn't feel
Yeah.
like she belonged.
Oh,
That's
fair.
why when
I was
she
just
said
assuming
that
that it was
quietly-
a Where's Wally of who's alive in terms of Jigsaw's friends.
No, because even Jigsaw invited me to come with him to like
Ah,
live there.
I
So that's why
see.
she was like, "How does she know about this?"
I was like, huh?
I certainly wouldn't blame you if you wanted to go home. I mean, if we can make sure that you get there safely.
I mean, based off the threats of my old group right before I left, I mean,
Why did they threaten you?
well, it wasn't me exactly, but it was more of a,
Threat
they
to
needed
Grung.
the Grung poison to go through with their plans, and I'm not sure if I could, I can't just let them use my people like that.
Get that?
Well, if it's any consolation, when I did meet your party, they were sailing away from the continent. So I can tell you for certain they're at least not there now, attacking your people, so you have time to prepare. But I understand the desire to protect.
I think my best option would be to just, I have to stand with my people, and in the off chance we make it out alive, I feel like me, alongside anybody who's left, is more than happy to help you in return.
Of course, of
You'll-
course.
We all understand wanting to protect your hometown.
Absolutely.
I mean, some more than others, a lot more. The reason we're heading back, one of the main reasons, is because Squall is from Eltridge, and the last thing that us as a group would do is deny another party member any kind of help they ask for. All I'm saying is, if you were to completely leave the group before we can figure out how it can help, you would be missing out on probably one of the coolest, dumbest, but maybe the most impactful journey that this world may know. We have already helped quite a few cities and towns. We'd be more than happy to help yours.
Whether it was on accident or not, we've definitely done that.
I mean, helping people is a greater good thing. But I mean, like, what do you want to do, Jigsaw? I won't mind. I feel like we could at least do them the courtesy of walking him there.
Helping
make sure-
people
Well, and
is an occupational hazard for us Inquisitors. Kind of just do it.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
Jigsaw,
I'm not an
unlike
Inquisitor.
the other group, you're not being held prisoner here.
exactly.
So the
Very
choice is
true.
yours.
It's also, I think, prudent to say that it would be good to have, so that we might be able to help you all better. It would be good to have you go ahead to maybe be able to have the Grung establish more connections to the world. I mean, I know there's a lot of mistrust, rightfully so. You all have been done a great disservice by the Callie, and just as a majority of the world has. But maybe beginning to build not trust, but acceptance of help would be a good idea. And having a familiar face ahead to share that knowledge could be very helpful for your entire culture.
Do you want me to go with
Well,
you, Jigsaw? I can go with you.
yeah,
Face these
I
demons
think that'd
together.
be best.
So, Clank, this is Jigsaw?
Yeah,
look like chicken.
it's no, I know it's kind of wacky. He got burnt like you, but didn't grow scales.
Oh, shit, dude. Bummer.
I know.
He wasn't blessed by the water mama.
No water milk helped me.
No watermill help. Your milfish
I-
behavior.
I papoosed you for a bit, just like you always wanted.
Is Milflitz this version of Maidenless.
Yes.
But you know what? I'll go with you, Jigsaw. I'm more help to you than I am to them. So
Do you say that out loud?
yeah,
Yeah. Well, that's pure bullshit.
you guys don't need me. Jigsaw needs me more.
I think we
Qu-
all.
Quite the
for
attitude
it.
change, Maya.
I mean, you guys
Were you ever invested in our group at all?
I was, but I mean, like, I just don't think. I
Other
think
Just
you
than
for
guys
the money,
money?
though, right? Because coming from a greedy bird that I am, you seem to be acting awfully greedy up until recently.
I mean, it's more like I think I'm just slowing you guys down. You guys seem to be doing
This is
well without me.
this is tough talk coming from a bird who just learned how to fly.
It's tough talk coming from someone that's leaving another group.
I'm not leaving. I'm just helping him out for a bit. I mean,
I'm talking
you
to
guys-
Grung. To the Grung. To the little frog man.
You're a little bird man.
So last time we talked, Maya, you talked to us about how it was for the money to help your family. Then we told you
It's
that
not
you
about
could
the
make
money.
more.
You guys
then,
only think I care about money.
Then you said that you were going to use the money to help your family.
Yeah.
And we said you could actually make more money just by traveling with us.
But we're always moving. We're always going. We never have a chance to stop because we're always chasing somebody.
We're currently deciding to stop at Jigsaw's home to help him. What makes you think we wouldn't do the same for you? And now you're planning on just ditching?
Hold on.
Script incoming.
Yeah, apparently.
So
Hey,
the thing is,
Here's
the
the
thing is, Gwen, is I can always help my family anytime. That's what my goal will be, because at some point I will always feel guilty that I just ditched them and abandoned them to go live my own life, and I'm okay with that. But I'm not
Are you
okay
not
with
doing the
fact-
same to us?
But
Go live your own
Jigsaw
life.
needs my help right now too, and just because I leave doesn't mean it's the end of my journey for this family. It
All right,
means that I
three
have
things.
to help him out.
You didn't leave to go live your own life. You lived endlessly worrying that you couldn't help your family give a better life. You weren't living your own life. You were working to help theirs. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, Jigsaw claimed he needed help. So you're thinking, all right, I'll leave to go help Jigsaw. Yet Squall is saying, hey, my place also is probably going to need help. So what's the better of the thing here? Thirdly, what's stopping us from potentially saving fucking both?
We can,
Never feed him.
and maybe this is how I'm gonna start trying to live my own life too, by helping him out and doing something besides just doing it for my family. But you keep making it think like it's one or the other. Why can't we do both at once?
That's what I just said.
But you making it sound like we can only go as a
Clang
group.
is gonna repeat the exact thing that Gwaine said. That said
you
that
were
we could do
saying-
both.
Okay,
in
wait, out of
Gwaine's
character.
voice.
You guys didn't want to go with. It sounded like you guys were gonna let
It was never
Jigsaw
brought
go
up.
by himself.
Literally,
It was never
we
brought up
never
to us
decided.
before this
Wasn't that how it
game.
was going? The squall said maybe you need to go, and I said I'd go with Jigsaw. Nobody else said they wanted to go with Jigsaw.
Now,
This is the
here's
first
my
time
suggestion.
Clang's hearing about it.
Stations
No!
like Sky, like you're
Jigsaw,
like, you're like,
what do you
"Wait
have
for
to
me."
say? Jigsaw, what do you have to say?
My
What script are you
suggestion
reading?
is. Did you just accuse me of reading a script?
No.
Go on.
You.
Dingo can't read.
Sorry.
You three are all inquisitors, in different sizes, shapes, and MILF forms, and so.
Which
you're
middle
the-
form am I?
You're the dragon MILF
MILF.
now.
Oh,
But
God.
your leader, your I don't even know what his name was. Your big man
Yeah.
is currently in desperate need from what I've heard. But my people are also in need. And so I feel as in your quest is to aid your inquisitor, your lead inquisitor, and save the world in that sense. But my own personal world is right here in this very dank, dark cave.
With the highest quality memes in the village.
Awesome. Okay. Building off
And
of that,
so-
if PT you want to send me the script, I won't read it because I got this. All right. So
I'm not
No.
scripting any of this.
I know, I'm just fucking with you. All right. Let me put it this way. Our goal was to help the Kikimori, or to help the problem with the Kikimori. During that, we have saved like 2 other villages.
Yeah, but how
We've-
many other villages have burned down in the process? We've done some
One!
stuff.
Then we
Whoa.
saved
We know
half the
about.
population
That we know
of that
about.
village!
Atrocities are happening all over the place.
Awesome! Then if we find it, that can be our job. We are currently finding someone in need, aka Jigsaw and Squall, and we can help it. If we are passing Jigsaw's place, we can at least provide some help.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Whether you guys come or not is what,
But
that's
it's the idea of you being like, all right, it's me or nothing.
It's not me or
It's
nothing.
me. You stay with me, or you save your own place. But that's not what we're doing.
It's not me or nothing, but you guys are obviously going to help Squall, right? That's what you want to do, and you want to chase after this guy. Jigsaw's in immediate help, right?
Okay. The Inquisitors is a
oh.
massive force of fighters. If we need to
Well,
stop
I-
it, Jigsaw's. Go ahead, Squall.
Wait, I should clarify. We cannot guarantee the assistance of the Inquisitors. In fact, we don't even know if the Inquisitors is going to continue without the Regent. I don't know what the chain of command was set up to be, but regardless, the Inquisition specifically said to us that we were not to meddle. We got in big trouble for confronting Grissip in the first place. But I was saying to Jigsaw, because the reality of this argument, you guys are fighting for no reason. You're fighting
I
over
agree.
this. It's what I'm saying is that if you two feel that you are best, if your purpose is best served here, there's no reason for us to argue or try, to convince them otherwise. It is your choice, and I cannot begrudge Jigsaw his desire to go home. He's been a prisoner for years. I would want to go home too.
Don't get me wrong, Squall. I'm all for Jigsaw going, because I completely understand what it's like to almost lose your entire home.
Absolutely.
I'm struggling to understand where Maya is just flipping the switch on us.
It's not a switch. It's been something I've been thinking about for a long time. I mean, you guys are powerful enough that you don't need me, right? You guys get through a lot of situations with not a lot of my help.
We've
So-
used you countless times.
Not
Maya.
used.
That's not a great way to
she's-
put
Hold
that.
on.
Yeah, I feel you
Clang
guys,
says that in
that's
some
it.
fucked voice, and then I respond with, "You've saved us
Yes.
multiple times."
And then Clang is gonna repeat that in Gwen's exact voice. You have aided us in many ways throughout our journey with you so far. I just don't understand where you're coming from here, where we apparently don't need you. You were obviously given this job because we needed you.
Yeah, but I mean, you don't need me anymore because you're not doing that job anymore. I mean, I don't know. I'm not ready to go back to Eltrit. I'm not ready to go back, and I feel like
You back from
what?
What's holding you back from Eltrit?
So Maya's gonna stand there and just look out into space and then go.
Gwen's gonna go in front of where you're looking. What's keeping you back from Eltrid?
My super religious family is there, and like I said, oh, my Discord just messed up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
mine as well.
Dingo's struggles are spreading.
So I abandoned them, and like I said, I am happy that I did that. I was able to gain some freedom, but I cannot of going back and actually guys. I won't be. I can never leave that port because I might accidentally bump into them, and I don't want to talk to them or see them, and all I can do for them is help free them monetarily, but I don't want to ask questions about what I've been doing while they've been sitting at home just being stuck in the same old thing with not having their own personalities and not being able to do their own things. I'm sorry if you don't like that, but I just can't leave port. So I would be doing nothing for you guys.
I mean, also, in my defense, hold on, let me get my script ready. In my defense, I did.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Dingo, you're
Dingo,
cutting
you're-
you're cutting out real bad.
Real quick while he fixes that. Alright. Who here is fully indebted to the Inquisition? Exactly. The reason that I was signed on to the Inquisition is
They don't even pay that well.
It was pretty much just a job to get me from going city to city, staying in random taverns, not really knowing what to do. It was the one person that said, "We have a purpose. We'll have a new purpose for you. When you do that job, you come back and fix it." I am fully interested in helping Zalrak, my man, my shadow beast. Whatever's going on. I'm fully I'm down to help out. He's paid me like 2 gold coins for the past 8 years of work. Solid. Solid. He's told me absolutely nothing about my father. I learned more about my uncle in one tent fight than I did most of my life, other than him being a dick. I'll be honest with you, Maya. I just don't. You were super on with the Inquisition when they were offering to pay you. And then it didn't care how helpful you were the guide. You were like, shit goes wrong, I'm here to put it back together. Like, I'm here to keep you guys together. Right?
Yeah, that was my job.
So, now... Hold on. I'm trying to get this properly right in my head so I don't fuck up. I just don't get why all of a sudden you're thinking that leaving this group is beneficial. Not even to...
Do you want to know one thing?
I would like to learn more than one thing, but you
Hold
can tell
on,
me one.
Jigsaw is ready to talk, actually.
Jigsaw is ready to speak.
When you
prepared my
say that
script.
though,
I got it
Gwen,
ready.
Clank's gonna put his hand on your shoulder and go,
Wait,
"You might not want to learn more than one thing right away."
You know, fairness,
Clang having just experienced an entire fucking god.
Clank's one thing was actual religion.
Wait, hold on before his internet goes
This
bad.
world is much
Oh yeah, before
larger
before
than
his
I
internet
thought it
dies,
was.
Dingo.
Yeah, before his internet dies, please let him finish.
Please. In all fairness, I did request Maya earlier to specifically join me because although you each have your own unique traits, right? When it comes to rebuilding, I feel like I need Maya the most in the sense of her healing ability. Because as far as a flying voice mimicking bird, a now dragon man, and a water milf.
God,
Maybe the water milf can help, but the water milf also has her own home that she has to get to. And Maya, without, I feel like, an immediate purpose right now, could be used to help rebuild Shenung. Or whatever's left.
That's
Okay,
what I
so
would
the
like to do.
Grung, the ones that hate the catfolk, you're gonna bring the catfolk into the Grung territory where you won't be recognized, so they're not gonna know who you are, they're not gonna trust you. You're gonna bring... Fuck, you're not a catfolk, what are you? You're a tabaxi, that's what it is. You're gonna bring a tabaxi, the thing that Grungs hate, because she can heal people.
That should probably tell you how much I don't want to go home.
Jigsaw just looks around. He's like, "Do you see any other healers in like a mile radius that I can bring in? Because otherwise, I'm just
Nope.
gonna."
But you've mentioned that some may exist from your hometown.
Yeah, that's assuming they're alive. But I.
So
I
what if
didn't
there's
think-
nobody there?
Well, there has to have some sort of hope that there is someone there.
We go
Well, what
back...
if there's
we-
not? Where do you
So-
go?
Okay,
If
so
there's
we
not-
go. Okay, there's two options. Actually, there's three. You go back, you realize that mages do still exist, and Maya is absolutely no fucking use to you. You go back, you realize there's no mages, and Maya has to revive basically an entire fucking town. Or number two, there is an average amount of magic users left, which can supply the healing for the town.
When Clang goes, "What if there's nobody left?" Jigsaw's just gonna fall to his knees and start bawling his eyes out, like hard bawling.
That's why I'm also going. You know, look, Gwen, you guys are like I've already decided you're gonna be my new family, but I'll be back. I just
So
gotta
family
run
that
away.
you'll leave again.
Jigsaw, listen to me. I joined the Inquisition because I had nothing left.
I have words back then.
I didn't even have the ability to speak, and the Inquisition took me in. Which is great, and in all honesty, they don't pay well, so I could care less. But all I'm saying is I know what it's like to lose everything, and I know when you get there, and if there is nothing left, you're going to feel so alone.
But he won't be alone because
I'll be
Maya will be with him.
Jigsaw is just
Yeah,
gonna
you
snap
guys-
at Clang, and he's gonna be like,
I don't
"Don't
understand.
tell me jack shit about Luke."
What a,
Oh,
what a
man.
what a bad time for the Discord to die.
Okay.
Alright, okay,
Come on, let
exit.
go, let go. Dingo.
Get back in it. Let me get back in it. Run it back. 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 Run it back.
Take two.
Okay.
Action.
Don't tell me jack shit about losing anything. If you saw the people and the things that I saw on the battlefield, you could not imagine. Not the family that I lost, but the friends, the almost my whole fucking race. Everyone I knew in my battalion was either taken as a prisoner of war or slaughtered. That image, the little image that I drew earlier, that was one of hundreds that I saw. And so I saw some of the most brutal things come out of the people from the fuckers in Cali. All right.
Clang
I
is
don't
going
jack
to-
shit. No.
to-
Let me finish.
No.
Let me finish this.
Clang is
All right?
going to forcibly reach in and give you a hug. And
Take a
Clang is
D6
also
damage.
going to start crying.
Take a d6
Oh.
of poison damage.
It's worth it.
Yeah.
No, don't take any
100%.
poison damage.
Oh.
Okay.
Take emotional damage.
Alright. Maya, you're going with Jigsaw, correct?
Yes, and I will come back.
Got it. Squall, are you going with Jigsaw?
No.
Okay, cool. Clang, you going with Jigsaw? Because here is my
Yes.
here is my proposition.
What?
Boom. Here's my proposition. We swing by. What's it called? Gruss?
Shenung.
Shenung, that's the one. We swing by Shenung. We see what state of either array or thriving it is in. We reevaluate the situation when we get there.
Sure, whatever Jigsaw wants, because I want to make this as painless, and it's not been
I
painless.
just want to
but
go in, man. I just want to
Yeah.
see who's left.
I don't
Listen,
want
dog, if
Jigsaw
you want-
to be alone
you-
for this
you're-
either.
So
If you want your
here's
Monday
here-
nights back, I don't blame you. Sorry.
one of
PT.
the reason that I mentioned having Jigsaw go ahead is that it is. I think that introducing Maya alone will be easier than introducing a party of people. Maya is endemic to the area. Tabaxi are something that Grung are familiar with. We are not. None of us are local to this area, and it is going to spook them. So what I was saying before is that it would be good to have Jigsaw go ahead and lay the groundwork so that we can come back and help in the future without being assumed aggressive.
Maya's gonna walk up to Gwaine and give him a hug and say, "Thank you for wanting me to stay. I've never had anybody who wanted me to stay anywhere. It really, I know we were fighting, but she appreciates it."
You are my pirate bud.
That's right, matey. We be pirates together.
Alright, well, if we need to head back to the Inquisition, we can do that.
And the good thing is that me and Jigsaw aren't actually part of the Inquisition, so you guys can fulfill your duties.
And
oh, but
I
guess-
want to let you all know, and Squall kind of gestures to the ring that she has. I have this ring. It currently has fire bolts stored in it. However, it is capable of storing different spells. My intention when we
Oh.
got back to the city was to ask someone at the Mages Guild to store sending in it. That way, I can communicate with you all mentally, regardless of how far away we are. And you can respond.
I think that's a great idea. I also picked up a Burning Hands spell, so we won't need Firebolt if Kikamori come at us, so I can make fire.
Great. I think that way, regardless of what happens, when we get to the city, I'll be able to communicate with you all. And then we can head back to Eltrut, we can keep in contact. And if you all need us, we can return. If we need you, you can return. This doesn't have to be goodbye forever.
I don't think it will be.
Squall, how important is it for me to return to Eltruit now that I'm a part of the religion?
It's not that you need to be an Eltrut to be a member of the Order of Lost Souls. You don't have to be there. Though Lena baptized you, and presumably Gwaine as well, though his was a little different.
Oh, fuck.
Which means that I think that our fates are, like I said, connected now. So regardless of where you choose to go, I believe that we will reconnect. They say, our texts say that the river may split, but all water flows to the ocean. So we'll find each other again. If it is in you to stay with Jigsaw and Maya, then that is your choice.
Wayne looks
There's-
at Squall and says, "All rivers eventually lead to the ocean."
I hate the ocean.
Is this? Do I make water puns now? Ugh.
Well, you do have dragon turtle scales, so
You smell like a turtle too.
Do I? Gwaine picks one of the scales off to see if it regenerates.
You can't pull the scale off.
Gwaine does pull it off. No, I'm just kidding. Okay.
He tries to and can't.
oh damn, these things are tough.
Oh dang.
I'm like, oh shit. Okay, cool. Where are they? Just like in random spots, like a fucking Dalmatian, or is it like
Pretty
borderline
much.
slight
Wherever
arc?
wherever your burns were worse, mostly centered around your chest. But there's some on your arms and legs as well.
My nipples.
Can I
Got it.
say one more thing?
You
I'm-
can say more than one.
Thank you, Gwen, my pirate bro.
are.
I didn't think you guys. I thought you guys thought of me as more still of a hired help, and that's my bad. I've never had people who have actually cared to see me stay for longer than I've actually been part of I don't know, a job or something. And that was my fault for misunderestimating our friendship. So I apologize. I'm sorry for that. But
Gwen
I'll be
starts
coming back.
tearing up a little bit. Oh, okay. Don't worry about it. Gwen's fine. Gwen is actually more happy. Gwen's chilling.
Going to. Will you bring me? Is he like? Will you bring me back a souvenir from the frog people?
Gwen turns to Jigsaw and goes, "You are probably the only person that could have beaten me in an arm wrestle. And you were also the person that I physically had the closest to me when you
Physically.
were hiding in my hood.
I'm very thankful you let me nestle into your cloak. It was quite the comfortable experience. He's gonna like stretch out a hand.
I know
But
it
let me-
probably sucked, and I hate that it happened, but there was no one that I was preferring to have a close to death experience with. And Gwen clasps his hand and tries to squeeze pretty hard to like
Is
try and.
your uncle gonna be a
Wait,
part?
Do you have a glove on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why, were you gonna try and poison me, you dick?
No, not at all.
That being said,
Clang
I
is
don't-
Gonna...
Oh.
No,
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, we don't know who Gwen's uncle will pursue.
Yeah.
They may just come after me and Gwen, or they may come after all of us. So you need to be sure, and she kind of looks at Jigsaw, that the Grung, when you all go back, close the gates so that they can't get inside.
Kind of. The only people that know that Jigsaw is alive are dead. Because
No.
Gwen's uncle. Gwen fucked off and ran and saw fire. So we can probably assume that
Key Gwen?
at least you and me didn't make it out.
I'll be frank. The
Jigsaw.
Damn it, Matt.
Sorry.
Those people, the night people, are the least people I'm afraid of.
Oh.
It's the other group.
Yes, but Jigsaw, Callie and that group have worked together. And he has worked with Grisuf as well. They don't have any qualms about hitching their wagon to bad horses. So you need to be careful regardless of who's coming around.
Is there any way that one of us can send an emergency communication message to one another?
Ring, boy.
Yes. When we make it to the port, I'll ask a mage to give me sending. I have this ring that can store spells. One spell, but multiple charges of it. So I'll be able to contact you all mentally.
Can we can respond, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Then I guess that's it.
You're coming with us, Clang?
While Clang's deciding,
No,
unless you've already decided.
I'll see you guys around, and Clang is gonna go up and pat Maya on the shoulder and say his farewells, and Clang will do the same to Jigsaw.
Bird friend.
Gwen uncouples this cage that is tied around his belt that has a chain on it. And he holds it up, and you see that there's this blue translucent mouse in it. And I hand it to Maya. And I say, it's not edible. This is AJ.
Jay.
He's a spectral mouse that I found on a boat. So he would have been the third in our pirate crew.
I'll keep our pirate crew together. I'll just take care of him. And she's got like a little bone frog, and she opens this little cage, lets the bone frog hop in there. You can hang out.
I pull out the jar with the fairy that tells bad jokes, and I hand it to Jigsaw, and I say, I hope that this brings some joy to your people after all that they've been through.
Well, and then he's gonna dig in his own little pouch, and he's gonna pull out a very, very, very shiny rock. And he's gonna pass it to you and be like, "This is in our culture, it's a good luck symbol, and I feel like you're gonna need it."
Can I give him some like medical ointment, like Neosporin or something like that, PT?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
And
I
I'm
give
gonna
him
go to
some ibuprofen.
I'm gonna go to school and like, here is okay. So I got this in the last town. Here is some an ibuprofen. This is for headaches, and she's gonna start laying like a good first aid kit into Squall.
Squall takes the stone from Jigsaw and says, "Thank you. I think we probably will need that luck, and I deeply appreciate it. And I'll keep the papoose warm for you." And she winks.
Also, if you ever see a giant crab, that's when you send us a message, because we still have to do
Yeah,
that at
still
some
gotta
point.
kill that guy.
That's that maybe yeah. So if you ever
We took
see
it down
him,
in payment. We gotta kill that crab at some
there,
point.
I hope they like we kind of got a deposit on that.
It's probably fine.
Client can't exactly pay that one off
Look,
if they ask for it.
Their only point of contact was the Inquisitor Regent, so I think we're in the clear. They can't get
Oh.
back to us.
Like,
True.
has it been like 200 years or something like that? So,
Yeah, it had been, yeah.
so I think they'll just have to wait for that.
Also, Maya,
Hmm.
we're probably going to need more of the berries, and if you could write down exactly how you were able to create that serum,
Okay.
that
yeah,
would be
yeah.
it would probably be better for us to take a majority of that, as I think that we may be walking into.
You know, we would keep it because we're where they're at, but I kind of forgot that the guy who unleashed them as a war weapon, was
Left.
over there. Yeah, I kind of
Yeah.
forgot about that.
Yeah.
We got okay. So yeah, I will. So, give me a second. I think I'll just give you everything I have because I can find that purple stuff around here, right?
Yep. Yes, you
So
can.
let me. Yeah. So I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you all I have, which is I think is a third of a jar left, but it's a big
Okay.
jar. Big jar. So she takes it out, going, I totally forgot the guy who did this. It was over there. My bad. I thought about them being here. So she gives you that, and then she writes down the recipe, and I think she says, Clang, you remember that, right? So you can help her make it. You were with me when we were making it, right?
Yeah, I was.
So
Roll deception, Clank.
I'll give the recipe to you, right? I can give the recipe to Clang because he knows what's going on, so I'll give him the responsibility. But I'll give you the jar as well.
Great. Well, I guess this is where we part ways.
Goodbye, but not for forever. And she takes
Not
out
for
her
forever.
she takes out her viol and starts playing a really nice soft song. That sounds
Travel safe, and you'll hear from us soon. We'll check in to make sure that you guys are okay.
Mm-hmm.
And Jigsaw left quick.
I'm running
He's
after
like,
Gwaine
he's
Gwaine
jogging.
doesn't do goodbye, so he's already like a few feet away, walking down the path, just kind of fucking head down.
Oh, I gotta look up a pirate pun. I was gonna say a pirate pun when we left.
could still yell one.
Do it.
But Gwen's just gonna turn and just fucking smash his fist into the closest tree, and then keep walking.
She's gonna say to Gwen, "Don't forget, playing a card game with a pirate can be a risky affair. They always stand on the deck."
Gwen stops. You see his shoulders bounce, and he keeps going.
Clang is gonna follow in suit.
I just kind of give you a pat on the shoulder, Maya, and I say, "Stay safe."
You two, try not to drown any more people. That was kind of a lot to see. You know, I mean, except the bad guys.
Y'all saw the aftermath. You didn't see me drown them. It's fine.
Okay.
He enjoyed it.
He deserved it, the little shit. I wouldn't
Uh,
actually say that, but I think it.
Baptized by my mother.
Nah, not baptized. I didn't try to revive him.
True.
I kind of give you a
We-
little pat on the
I-
shoulder and I walk out. Yep, we head back. We head down the road.
So us three are down the road. Did Maya,
Mhm.
Maya and Jigsaw, do you turn back to look at us?
Wave.
If you do, you see that Gwen is turned, holding like a hand like this high in the sky, looking at you all. But there's blood streaming down his hands. But he
From
is still
punching
just
the
like
tree.
he is like that, and he is looking at all of you,
It
and
should
then
be
he
like,
goes. Then he turns and goes away. That's my
then
sign
it
now. Fuck it,
it
I've
like-
done I've done a fairy tale. Fuck all of you.
oh,
Freezes
Clang.
on it freezes on that, and like "Don't You Forget About Me" starts playing, and then like that's the end of the
Don't
campaign.
you
We just like leave.
Forget about me.
And you guys
As we're walking
walk
away-
away, leaving Gawain and Maya to head down their own path.
You mean
Wayne and Maya.
Or,
What? No.
Jigsaw and Maya?
Jigsaw and Maya.
he just
Did
gets
you hear-
yanked back?
got reversed real fast.
Maya, as we're walking away, you'll see Clang kind of turn to you guys with a concerned look, and Clang is gonna turn to Squall and Gwaine. Guys, I think I have to be there for Jigsaw.
Gwen knocks Clang out and puts him under his arm. No, I'm just kidding. I thought you were gonna Kikimori scream. When you said that you turned around.
Take that, bitches! I'm out! He just robs us all. Yeah.
I didn't know that there were other people as far as losing everything goes.
One second.
I understand. I mean, when you learn that someone's been through the same things that you have, it kind of endears you to them.
Oh yeah, my family's all gone.
You fuck off.
We walked
You're gone.
away.
We're miles
Oh.
away.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
The only thing
Um,
I'd ask is that maybe I could take the boots back.
I was gonna have a heartfelt thing.
No, we can.
Can we grab all of the pearls as well?
No.
And then
Let me do. I'm doing.
oh, you want to do a thing?
I was trying to do a thing.
Oh, okay. Well
Do a
then,
thing.
it's been a long way without you, my friend.
I'm sorry, PT. I was trying it.
That'll just server mute Gawain.
All right. We come a long way. Listen, Clay, I gotta be honest. Do you want me to make this hard for you? Because I will make this difficult. All right.
I already answered your message.
Okay,
You
cool, I don't
messaged
believe
me
you.
already.
I don't believe you though.
Believe you.
Clang is gonna take off the winged shoes and hand them to Squall, and he's gonna go. As much as I loved flying, I want you to fly for me.
I appreciate it. I'll We'll fly back real soon, so I can give these back to you.
As much as it may have seemed like I was just with you guys for the money,
That was really for the
You
hugs.
guys- you guys were my family. And Gawain, Clang is gonna tip off his hat and give it to you. And he's gonna go, "Thanks for giving me my voice."
Gwen takes off his cloak. And I'm like, you were the only fucking useful rogue I ever met. Puts the cloak around Clang. And sorry, I'm actually crying right now. I can't think.
Me
Oh,
too.
so am I.
I'm actually in full tears right now. I can't do this. Fucking do good things.
I'll do my best.
I pull out the infinite salt and pepper shaker and I give it to Clang and I say, I don't know what grung food is like, but I hope this helps, and I give him a big hug.
Clang is gonna give Gawain the oh, what was it? I have it in my thing. Clang is gonna take out the little thing that he got from the barrels. The mood ring that says beloved in Draconic. And he's gonna hand it to Gawain. And Clang is gonna turn around and start walking away. And as Clang is walking away, he's gonna say he's gonna turn back one more time and say, they weren't treating the bartenders right.
I just say they weren't treating the bartenders right back.
Gwen's already turned around and walking away again.
As Clang walks away, Needle and Thread kind of sitting there, look at the two of you, and they kind of whimper, and they look back and forth, and then they slowly start to walk off behind Clang.
Is Stitches going as well? I just realized we didn't establish, because I think Gwaine was riding Stitches.
Stitches is
No,
staying
I'm
with Gwaine.
on
Okay.
foot. I walked away on foot.
Stitches is staying
Okay.
with you two.
Okay.
After I get a little, quite a distance away, I'm assuming Squall's behind me.
Yeah. I guess I'm leading Stitches.
You kind of realize that Gwen's been biting his tongue this entire time,
Mm-hmm.
and then when he realizes that he's about a good distance away, he just collapses onto his knees and lets out a fucking god-awful scream. And then he just falls back.
I'll walk over and crouch down next to him and just kind of give you a reassuring shoulder touch. It's not goodbye forever.
Stands back up and back to the task at hand.
Yeah.
And,
Now get on this horse so I can outrun you. She kind of grins.
and just kind of Gwaine just fuck yeah, jumps on the horse, and right as you're about to take off, puts a stone wall in front of you and starts fucking galloping away.
You bitch!
And that's where we'll end our session.
Good shit. Emotional damage. We gave each other emotional damage that entire episode.
I'm crying.
So am
I
I.
know.
I am struggling.
Aw.
I actually punched myself in the face to actually stop myself crying just then.
Thank you
'Cause I'm
to everyone in chat. Thank you to our players. And
Catch us next Monday when me and Gwen die.
No.
Gwen turns to Squall and says, "Actually, this thing I want to tell you. I think Jigsaw." No, I'm just kidding.
I think Jigsaw is my dad.
I hated every single one of them.
All right, let's let PT finish this out the
And
way that he wants to.
thank you to everybody for watching. If you want to know when we go live so you can see how the tales of these stories continue, be sure to join the Discord. Thank you for being a part of this world, loving these characters with us. And until we see you again, stay cool, stay in school, stay techno. We'll catch you then.